I would watch friends, little ex-boyfriends, play, Madden, and it's so crazy how like people get into it. It's like life or death. So it's just like a real thing. They're like, yo, man, I got such and such on such and such and such and such. I'm like, cool.
Thank you guys so much for taking the time to talk today. This movie is so much fun. So first of all, and we can start with you, Rome. I'd love if you just kind of give an overview of your character and why people should check this out.
Yeah. Well, try to keep it brief. My character, his name's Anderson Fisher. He's a guy who seems like for him he has things figured out. Very larger than life character. Loves the attention, loves the spotlight. Also performs in the spotlight too. He comes across Bobby and initially sees him as a bit harmless and non-threatening until Bobby ends up taking his spot on the team. And from that point on, there's sort of a spiral of him trying to figure out how Bobby got in this position, which plays for a lot of fun comedic stuff. Also, the Madden aspect of the game. If you're a student of sports, if you like family, if you like Omari, you want to see him in a different light, you should watch this movie because he kills it. And everybody just brought everything to this movie. The director, Marseille, who was also looking at edits and also filming, is like doing everything. You know what I mean? It has everything you would want in a very good, feel-good movie. With the sort of Freaky Friday component that I think we haven't had with our all-black cast, which is great to be a part of. This is one of those films that I would watch even if I'm not in it and be thinking like, damn, I should have been in that, And so it's cool to be able to be in it.
And what about for you, Omari, about your character?
The timing is everything, and I think it, sometimes where they say it in the movie at one point, they say lightning doesn't strike twice, right? But sometimes it does, and you really get not only the right director, because that's huge. Obviously, the production team is big. You want some suits, quote unquote, who are equally creative and not just suits. But everything's in the writing, right? It all starts on the page. And Richard T. Jones did a fantastic job at writing this. And then, the team of writers who aided and touched it up. And then I got this incredible cast to work with, who have now become family. Yeah. Rome and I probably talk every 2 weeks, truly. And super gifted, talented kid who I'm super proud of, and I can't wait to see where his career goes. This will not be the only time you see us on screen together at all, because there's a lot of ability to control that now, because all of us are joining Marseille at producing, or at least it's where we all want to go. But I definitely am at that place, so that feels good to learn, from a 18-year-old producer, if you will. Yeah. 17 at the time, now 18. Kelly did her thing. I feel like, again, the timing of the lightning line showing up for this movie really meant a lot. It was really like, Omari's never done a film like this. You haven't seen Rome be able to play an antagonistic, quote unquote, character who is so antagonizing himself by driving himself crazy as soon as he starts to slide off the top of the totem pole a bit.
Yeah.
And Kelly being able to be a mom of someone Marseille's age, but Kelly still looks too young to play a mom of someone Marseille's age. But what she pulled off was just pretty amazing. And having Tolin Gonzalez, not just having the NFL to authenticate the movie, but having the greatest at what he played in the NFL, being a tight end. He stands atop the mountain as the greatest tight end of all time. And real football pundits know it. And those of us like Rome and I who played it, no matter whether it was a level of high school or college or pro, we all know that too. So it's just a family, fun, feel good. We need way more of those films, and the world gets to see it. And hopefully they'll watch it until every 25th for years after that.
Well, hi, Kelly. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk with me today. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. All is well?
Yes, all is well. And this movie is so cute. Can you just talk about what it was about fantasy football that made you want to be a part of it?
It was the sense of family. It was the story. It was the daddy and daughter story for me too. It was the magic and discovery that comes along with all these relationships. I love it. And I can't wait to see it all on screen. I still haven't seen the movie.
You haven't seen it yet?
No, everybody's sitting somewhere they're like, oh my God, and I love this part. I'm going, uh-huh. It's like, that's so great. But I'm excited to see it with my oldest son who just turned 8. He gets to, of course, I tell him where I'm going when I'm filming a movie. And, for him to see it come to life is really cool because then he knows, he sees where I put my work and my effort into.
Yeah, exactly. And there's so much like family, like you said, that's what it was about this movie. It really is like a family. So I'd love to know what it was like with your cast. Did you guys kind of become a family on set?
We did on set, off set. It's so crazy because while we were on set, Marseille and I did a whole lot of TikToks. Omari and I would find time where we just had heart to hearts about life and acting and music and everything. Rome and I had our moments as well. Him and Omari did a lot of like football stuff. So like when we did get a chance, we were like sitting down, but they were working and working out and running and seriously putting in the work. I was like, oh, my feet hurt. Then I looked over and Omari's like, don't complain. He's like running touchdowns and everything else. It was so much fun.
Oh, I love it. That's so funny. Now, were you ever like a video gamer, a gamer yourself, or no?
No, I would watch friends, little ex-boyfriends, play, Madden, and it's so crazy how like people get into it. It's like life or death. So it's just like a real thing. They're like, yo, man, I got such and such on such and such and such and such. I'm like, cool. But that's all I can give you pretty much.
Yeah, I was just curious if like, did anyone bust out the game and actually play it when they went during filming?
No, but what's so cool is the folks from the game, Madden, were actually there and came. And, it has to all make sense. Like when Marseille was telling me when she had a producer hat on, how they had to go through different edits and cuts and things that made sense with the Madden game and things that didn't make. It's so cool how there's so many components to this film. And for everyone to watch it, I'm just really delighted, really excited for sure.
And then speaking of Marseille, like she's in the movie and then she's a producer. Like, is she just an inspiration in person? Because just from this side of it, she is.
She most definitely is. It's so beautiful to watch her be young, gifted, and Black and so talented and have a vision at such a young age, So it's just so awesome because I feel like it's as great as she's doing now, she's going to continue to just be even greater later. And she's already started here. So I'm just excited to watch her journey.
Yeah, she's definitely someone to keep an eye on for sure.
Yeah,
and then final question, what do you hope that people and families take away from the movie?
The movies that we watched when we were kids, from Big to Freaky Friday, all these films with so much like magic and meaning and heart, but it's fun. It makes you laugh. You have moments where you get angry with the characters too. And, I think that it's like movies are supposed to take you to this or through this emotional journey, and I pray that they feel every emotion and they take the journey with us and they become family at the end too.
Awesome. Well, it's a super fun movie. I can't wait for you to get to see it soon, I hope.
Thank you. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you so much to all my monetary supporters, my members, and my Patreons. Love you guys.